first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now this throw caught left side. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
That was stupid. I should have ran it.
And a big turnover.
I'm saying that was my fault.
Get the football back.
That was
He's
stupid.
had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen,
I was just wasn't
it's been pretty
smart on my
sensational.
part.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's set up in the red zone at the 15. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Lions nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. There he goes left side. And they will score. A pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Good job. Good job.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack.
Hopefully my remote's fixed now.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like my right, well, I don't know, my right foamstick was jacked up. I couldn't do anything.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
With the score, Bears 14.
Yeah, there we go.
Lions
yeah,
7.
my right foamstick is jacked on the run. I gotta get to look at it. Granted, PS5 should come in an extra couple weeks or two.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30.
I don't like my remote I got, but it's the only thing I can do.
Get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Johnson jostles free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On second down, Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. The gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep at the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. 3 yards yards the gain there, second down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completion step.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about,
oh my God, block someone.
All athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman will larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
41-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, he was down at the 1. He did not get in.
As the Bears push further out in front.
That's a thought.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes
that's the first shot. I've never seen them actually challenge a touchdown if he was short or not. That's cool. I like to see that.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Bears 28, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock and go to the locker room.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. His pass is intercepted for a 14-8. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang
I like
on
that,
and
though.
start down. So
That's a no. Okay.
Game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman
I
is our EA
was
Sports
curious
halftime
to see
report.
how
Coach.
fast Devontae would get over there. And if that's the case like that, I know I can have that now as an option. I just wanted to see
Lions
it.
offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah.
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
He was brought
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Adams has it complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears add on.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score, Bears 42, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get this one to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll get into the end zone.
Damn, he gave us a shutout. That's unfortunate.
DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it's
tried to pick,
now, but
but
the Lions do get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Bears 42.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This is normal Chicago Bears playbook right here.
Speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you
So
go to the
I use the normal Bears playbook for defense and offense. I use the Saints.
I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Awesome.
And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's
I just want to see how open that would get.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Should have had that pick. Should have been shutout. That's what I was more concerned about.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with
Zeke
offensively
up,
after
100 yards rushing and
it
then kneel it.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front that made a lot of space.
There you go. That's all I wanted.
Down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Good game. I threw one pick. In the red zone too. I got hit when I threw it. Besides how it's playing off
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Should have had a shutout. Should have had 5 picks instead of what, 4?
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
in the zone.
So for Chicago, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.
Could have easily scored a lot more, but
they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I'll take it. It's 10-1, so which is good. I'm good. Most likely end up winning the division now. So I'll get a prime power back. Thanks for watching. Other videos on YouTube as well. So.